Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Today we will discuss chapter 5 of class 8, chemical reaction. Here is our topic list which we will discuss in this video. First of all, chemical reaction. What is chemical reaction? Such a reactions in which chemical changes occur is called chemical reactions. कि ऐसे रिएक्शन जिनके अंदर केमिकल चेंज पाया जाता है उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? केमिकल रिएक्शन. अब आपको पहले बेसिक पता होना चाहिए कि व्हाट इज चेंज. चेंज क्या होता है? वी से डेट व्हेन टू आर मोर सब्सटेंस कंबाइन इट अ चेंज में अकर, कि जब दो या दो से ज़्यादा चीज़ें आपस में मिलती हैं तो एक चेंज पैदा होता है. देयर आर टू टाइप ऑफ चेंज, वन इज फिजिकल चेंज एंड अदर इज केमिकल चेंज. What is meant by physical change and what is meant by chemical change? We will discuss it with help of common example which we use in our daily life. What is physical change? A change in which the physical property of the matter change is called physical change. What is meant by physical property? Let's suppose I have this matter which is marker. What is its physical property? Its length, its color. This is its physical property. Whenever these changes, these parameters are changes, a change is called physical change. I will understand you this with help of this example. We have an ice cube. When we heat it, ice cube is found in the solid state, which is its physical properties. When we give heat it converts into the liquid state, which is water. When we give it more heat, it converts into the water vapor, which is a gas state. Now you can say that first of all, we have an ice cube which is found in a solid state. By give heat, it converts into a liquid state, and after this, it converts into the gas state. Here you can see its physical property is changed, but its chemical properties means its chemical formula remains same. So this is a common example of chemical change. Physical change. What is chemical change? A change in which new substance is formed. When two or more substances combine and its product is entirely a new substance which is different from its parent substance. Let's suppose we have example burning of coal. Coal, chemical formula of coal is carbon. When it burns, the process of burning is always occur in the presence of oxygen. When it burns in the presence of oxygen, the chemical formula of oxygen is O2. It gives carbon dioxide gas. When you see that coal is always present in black color and in solid state. When it combines with gas, oxygen, it forms a new product which is entirely a new property, which is also a colorless gas, carbon dioxide. So here you can see that the substance which are combined to form a product, both have different property from each other, both have different chemical properties. So this is a chemical change. Another example of the chemical change is the formation of water. When two gases combine, hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, when they combine, they form a new product which is liquid water we use in our daily life. So this is another example of the chemical change. Now we move toward the example of chemical reaction. What are the some example of the chemical reaction we see from our daily life? Formation of water, कि water कैसे बनता है, ये भी एक formation of water जो है वो एक chemical change है. So it is also example of chemical reaction in which two gases, hydrogen and oxygen, combine to form a liquid water. In this reaction a chemical change occurs, so it is also example of chemical reaction. The second example is the burning of natural gas. What is meant by natural gas? The gas which we use in our house to cook food, to burn something, which name is methane. Its chemical formula is CH4. When it burns, in the presence of oxygen, it will give carbon dioxide and water. These are two gases. The product which is formed by the combination of these gases is gas and water vapor. So this is also a chemical reaction, because in this reaction a chemical change occurs. The third one example is the burning of coal, which we discussed earlier. The carbon which is found in a black color and in solid state, when combined with oxygen gas, it forms a colorless gas which is called carbon dioxide. So in this reaction it also a chemical change occurs. So this is the example of chemical reaction. So next we move toward the applications of chemical reaction. What is the advantage of chemical reaction in our daily life? The first application is the burning. Burning is also a chemical reaction. What advantage burning give us? First of all, in vehicles, how our vehicle runs. when the process of burning occur in the engine, the fuel burn and the gas is produced, which gas put pressure on the piston of the tire. When the pressure put on the piston of the tire, the wheel able to move. So it is that's why our vehicles move. The next one is in home. How burning help us in our home. In home we cook our food with the help of burning, and other different purpose we can take advantage from the burning. In industry different materials are formed from the process of the burning. The next example is the next application is the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plant makes their own food. This is also a chemical reaction. How it is chemical reaction, we see with example. In this, carbon dioxide which plant inhale react with the water in the presence of sunlight. Sunlight help to start up this reaction. When they combine, they form glucose, which is the food of the plant, and oxygen. So in this reaction, the one is gas and other is water. They combine to form the glucose and oxygen. So this is in this reaction chemical change occur. That's why it is a chemical reaction, and its application, and we use this application in our daily life. Plant make food by this application of chemical reaction, and we get this food from a plant. The next is respiration. It is the reverse process of the photosynthesis. The product which is formed in the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and oxygen, they react carbon dioxide, glucose and oxygen react and form carbon dioxide and water. This process is called respiration. This is the process by which plant complete their process of respiration. So these are the applications of the chemical reaction. The next one is the chemical equation. What is chemical equation? From the early of the chapter we say that two things combine and form a new product. This is the chemical reaction. If I say that carbon react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide gas, this is chemical reaction. But what is chemical equation? When I represent this chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formula, carbon react with oxygen. What is the chemical formula of carbon? See, react with oxygen. What is the chemical formula of oxygen? O2. When these react, it form carbon dioxide gas. What is the chemical formula of carbon dioxide gas? I write this CO2. When we represent a chemical reaction in the form of symbols and formula, it make chemical equation. So what is the definition? Represent a chemical reaction in the form of symbol and formula is called chemical equation. You can see representing. So this is a chemical equation. Now we discuss balancing of chemical equation. Here is a chemical equation. A chemical equation has two sides. One is reactant and one is product. The substance which combine with each other is called reactant. By the combination of two substances, a new substance is formed which is called product. What is meant by balancing of chemical equation? Balancing means the number of atoms present on both sides of the equation, means reactant side and product side, are equal. If the number of atoms on both sides of the equation are equal, then our equation is balanced. By example, we can see that when carbon react with oxygen, here the number of atoms on the react side. First of all, we see how many atoms present on the reactant side. Here we can see that two atoms present. One is carbon and one is oxygen. What is the number of carbon and oxygen? Carbon is 1 because here is no number, it means it is 1. And after oxygen there is a subscript which is 2. It means in reactant side 2 oxygen are present. Now on product side, when carbon and oxygen combine, it forms carbon dioxide. In our product, how many number of atoms present? We can see that carbon and oxygen both are present. In how many quantity? Carbon 1 and oxygen 1. So you can see that number of atoms on both sides of the carbon reactant side 1 and product side 1, oxygen reactant side 2 and product side 2. So the number of atoms on both sides of the reactant are equal, so this equation is balanced. If our equation is not balanced, then how we can balance it? Let's suppose we have another equation which is hydrogen and oxygen. When combined, it forms water, H2O. First of all, see which atom is present on react side? Hydrogen and oxygen. We write it on the reactant side. On product side, which atom is present, hydrogen and oxygen, we write it. Now count the number of each atom. Hydrogen 2, oxygen 2. On product side, hydrogen 2, oxygen 2. So hydrogen is balanced, but oxygen is not balanced. Now what we do? We put a number on the side of the equation where the number of atom is less. We can see that oxygen is less as compared to as in product side as compared to reactant side. So this is molecule. So before starting of the molecule, we put a number by which multiplied oxygen become 2. So it is 2. If we put the 2, so 2 multiply with hydrogen, the hydrogen become 4. Now this 2 multiply with oxygen, so oxygen become 2. Now our oxygen is balanced, but hydrogen become unbalanced by putting 2. So the quantity of oxygen is less on the reactant side. So before the hydrogen, we put a number which multiply with 2 and become a 4. So this is also a 2. When we put here a 2, 2 multiply with hydrogen atom and it also become 4. So this is a method to balance the chemical equation. By this method, we can balance the chemical equation. First of all, we write the chemical equation and count the number of atom on both sides of the equation. Where the number of atom is less, here we put a number by which multiply the number on both sides of the equation become stable, they become equal. So now we move toward the law of conservation of mass. First of all, what is meant by law? In the world of science, when different scientists put their theories, and the scientists of all over the world accept the theory of each scientist, this becomes the law of the scientific world. The law of conservation of mass, this law is about the mass. The French chemist Lavoisier put this law in 1785. He stated that during a chemical reaction, mass neither be created nor destroyed, but it can change from one form to another. Means कि mass neither be created, mass को हम कभी भी create नहीं कर सकते, mass neither be destroyed, mass को हम तबाह कर सकते हैं, बल्कि इसको एक हालत से दूसरी हालत में change कर सकते हैं. We understand this statement with help of a common activity. We have a beaker in which we took a sodium chloride solution. In second beaker, we add a test tube which is not mixed with sodium chloride. In test tube, we put a silver nitrate solution. Now we balance this beaker in which sodium chloride and silver nitrate solution are present without mixing. We suppose we balance it and the mass came 8 gram. When we mix this silver nitrate into the sodium chloride, a reaction takes place. Which reaction? When sodium chloride react with silver nitrate, what is formed? This silver and chloride react and form silver chloride, which is salt, and Na react with sodium react with nitrate and form sodium nitrate. So in the next beaker, the silver chloride precipitates are formed. What is a precipitate? A precipitate is a substance which is remaining at the end of the reaction. It is insoluble. So when he weighed this precipitate, he found that the mass of the precipitate is also 8 gram, which is he measured by mixing silver nitrate with sodium chloride. You can see here on the reactant side how many sodium are present? 1. On the product side 1. How many chloride? 1. On the product side 1. Silver 1. On the product side 1. Nitrogen 1. Here is 1, and oxygen is also 3, and here is 3. So in this side of the reaction, reactant, the number of atom is, and the product side is same, so mass neither be created nor destroyed is proved, but it changed from one form to another. Now we discuss types of chemical reaction. There are two types of chemical reaction. One is addition reaction and one is decomposition reaction. We know the reaction occurs when two things are combined, or one substance split into two substances. Such a reactions in which two chemicals, two compounds, the two molecules combine. Let's suppose here hydrogen and oxygen, two molecules combine and form a water, which is compound. by the combination of two chemicals, a new substance is formed. Means here the addition occur. So this reaction is called addition reaction. When methane burn in oxygen, methane and oxygen add and form a carbon dioxide and water. So such a reaction in which two reactants are combined and form a new product is called addition reaction. The word addition means the add, means the two substance addition. What is decomposition reaction? Decomposition reaction, decompose, come from decompose, in which a large molecule, large compound split up into the two small entities. Means calcium carbonate, it split by absorbance of heat into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Means decomposition occur in which a large compound is split into the two small molecules. The next example is potassium chloride, potassium chlorate. Potassium chlorate split by absorbance of heat into two entities, two molecules, which is potassium chloride and oxygen. So such reaction is called decomposition reaction. Addition means add and decomposition means decompose. Means in which addition in which two molecule add to form a compound, and decomposition in which one compound split by absorbance of heat or light or some type of energy into two small molecules. The next and the last one topic of this chapter is the energy changes in chemical reaction. Two type of energy changes occur. One is exothermic reaction and another is endothermic reaction. Exo, the word exo means release and therm means heat. Such a reaction from which heat release out. Let's suppose we burn a gas, we burn a methane. In a winter we get warmer from this heat of the burning. Means in this reaction heat is released. When carbon, coal combine with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, during which heat is also released. So such reaction from which heat release out from the reaction is called exothermic reaction. The next one is endothermic reaction. Endo mean absorb and therm mean heat. Such a reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. Here we can see that calcium carbonate absorb heat and split up into the calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. In this reaction heat is absorbed, so this reaction is called endothermic. When hydrogen and iodine combine by the absorption of heat, it forms hydrogen iodide. So this is also an endothermic reaction because in this heat is absorbed. So this is our complete chapter. We discuss in detail. First of all, we discuss chemical reaction, then example of chemical reaction, then application of chemical reaction, then chemical equation and their balancing, then law of conservation of mass, then types of chemical reaction, then energy changes in chemical reaction. Thank you. Okay, Allah Hafiz.